Today, Ayebiafo Jnana is back again with his mystical teachings. Can a dead person give birth or reappear in another town? Pay a close attention to what Ayebiafo Jnana will be talking about. Keep watching.
And Chebiana, Madame Fubini didn't come over. Osio Kushia, a baiwabi. On any war, but luckily, on any have it affair, as in sex. But then, or an adrian say, Waku Hunibusian for na dear war no ayena or near Bana Kufi. Or Triana or Bana Cassin, or Triana or Bana Cassin. Later on, Obana Penny, no see. Okay, Yanko Yubusian Fiena, Yanko Home, my name Papa na Yemen 1 year, Sena Okano. No see, okay. Nti omo kwa no say woni mebi me to ade we chire ho aba nti no me fie nie obetumi akotena ase me ba sisi a no say yo nti papa no ra fie ho no say pacho me hwehwe asimesi sen no say asimesi ben o say asimesi sen ni sen o say one picture o say o say in picture mama no yi picture no I say we o say oh yeah sure o say bra no ni fa dan na chi okoye no say nipa na ohwe no oni we ube 20 years ago I say oh yeah sure I say dabi o me na eba o I say dabi me ni nipa no bra nti one ne call inside na pictures are inside or chance enye we na work chair no I say we are I say we ube 20 years ago say how is that possible and na we in your first story yati ti bebre nti wako epeni if say bisa o enyama say ne dan na edeba.
Thank you. Madam was na maka say obi bia na ene ohwe video no menim say nansa na ye be free ha na nipa na sua be fufuro. So there bibia ye no. Na ma stress say ene social media no the more nipa ehwe videos no eno ene ma onsem ne kwachiri. Nti oba na ohwe video say I say menye selfish na wa share video no na say one subscribe so one subscribe to your channel ye. To be honest with you, we are there at us. Na me anka say ebi aba manimu da.
Okay.
Ade aba manimu no enye say eobi na quote story ne no beka ye. Na emum oba ono ne be ma bi sa atana awo ma be say 4 or 5. End up say be ma no obi e wa film da won krum na aba manim e wo me de na obeka say we che obode nkwa ne nya na free ne krum de o ba manim. And according to ono no na be ma no eka 207.
Okay.
Ewo water region krum ye free krum ni din. Joining Atna for long, almost 3, 4, or 5 kids. So according to this woman, no, there be a okasa be man fa na nkwohwe ni fear ene ochina. To one day we no decide say on one can be two animal because we nim why into a be man na Atna ma wo more than 4 kids or so. Na yenko fear one person make ko fie. Na oba ne fa be man picture bi na wo.
Okay.
And or 2 animal. According to Nipano, na Bema no free, Bono region, ho baby. To your coy no coffee ho. Like all the picture no, like that. I said the old anything or call if you ho. It was so when I pay or na obiaba. I'm here in no more. For a very long time, I know I a bit nervous. But you move back, no call. The woman who say I was your phone in Abba no more talk. No say, no cancer, no you. Only a branch be and a tear or mattina for many years or more macro more massive force a 5 like a mere feet number of kids a woman a kind. Now Bribiana Becca say or Mumbra the crew. Beman to shedder. To what I guess see as a baby crying or what now say or the couldn't crew my hand or beco. You decided say or be funny picture because no cast a crew is movie.
Okay.
Now I went to be secret will be says you didn't never fear see it. To one by phone can say in fact the entire Obi aba na obehwe onim kono. Say nipa na oka na dey we film the dada. Na no your driver. Ka 217 yo. Ka 207 we film the dada na ha no nya accident say na zizi. Oba na say yes, minimum no so okaka okokwan so ba all the time. No so film. Oba na say no. And there be na a different person anybody do say. Say no. Picture na the chile ye no. Nipa na o mark. Bibia just say nipa na nti oba is idea omoma na obi ni na china omomra back to onu krum ho
yeah
na omo hu say the oka na nye boss like be true nti omo free bono region omo ba be do water region kro omo koso no omo kwa na be ma na that time no okwa na be ma no e okọ trek
Okay.
wa back abe pack ni no ma nyina wo fi ho ekoko.
Wow.
That's the time of banning who said it's really no be ma no said the omo kase we free no correct. So the question is, how is it possible so no more we etimusi? Because with the mystical understanding no, so be free master you can say when bia we no e miensa 3 in 1. You have the gross body, you have the subtle body, and you have the spiritual body. Until gross body no a normal num and nyame aka bo mode aye da me ka say earth, water, fire, air and ether. Doti nsu ja and from any view. And no na aye honam bia yes utimi som dey say a gross body.
Okay.
Then the second body no the subtle body. E ka say subtle bro because ma ade bia e wo ho enye sumsum so enye honam ade a utimi ho.
Okay.
Just wouldn't so wouldn't mean baby queen was no. The subtle body so according to mystical understanding no 3 elements in the mind, the intelligence, and then the false ego. The one say wouldn't our mind, no boy. But we be our mind no. Wouldn't our intelligence. Have you seen intelligence before?
No.
Oh, ego they say me. That ability now let me identify differently no. And ego. Wouldn't say was added so you cannot pinpoint how they are there, but they cannot be seen. They cannot be felt. Only so almost symptoms depend on to be home.
Okay.
They are no air subtle. Now many a times when it's person who's our body now is only when you are sleeping.
Okay.
You will be there or send me son die. They are there when them be na you display or your dreams and no air subtle.
Oh, okay.
And in dinner, be and can hey. Also there maybe I'll call it. Time and I full plane call one full plane because that body is subtle until it can go through any limitations.
Okay.
And the third body, no, the spiritual body. And also, your normal means eternity, bliss, and knowledge.
Okay.
Yes, a damn come by nipa in free order. Then the NF, Nigia Broso, Namian Sakabum, so and the spiritual body. No. And in so be free more. I just say the subtle body, no. And then the spiritual body, no free Sahun and beer with the way you see.
Okay.
I want people to understand that. The Wuankasan is not the end of everything. Said their birth is not the beginning of life. You know, death is never the end of life. Because someone them there we no few man or cry now your friend said the subtle body the soul no or move on.
Okay.
Na said the Yankopon city and nka obi wu na ye kusie hu them there we na. Based on abrabas or cry na be bo asase we so. Na ya man another body. This a me Jnana na ma wu na or china another body a me nya no e be enye sa Jnana body we. What I say? Make me buy or buy in my next life. I can become an animal in my next life. I can become a tree in my next life, depending on my brother.
In fact, me who be a trigger me. You say the body you occupied in your previous life may be buried somewhere here on earth.
Sure. Yes, it's there. It's just there.
Wow.
Your previous body is somewhere is there. At times in the Quran, you take birth around baby. Now what previous life. Okay. Nipa bia no your time for that time. That person is your wife or husband now. As any pan or your back.
Okay.
So this is how nature operates. And you can nipa na free mono. Now wako either for heaven or hell or whatever it is. Now you come back here with a different body. But in this scenario, no, nipa krona we free mo about 20 years ago. No, you need to see no. Or no na appear baby at the same body no use. So what is the point there? Many a times, and Crawford, yes, our transmigration is and Crawford, they went through a natural death.
Okay.
Ebi on accident, ebi an atofuobi. Such places, you know. Now they're back and say there were so many forces. They have the power, but they lack one thing. They need to occupy a gross body like us, but they will find it very difficult to do so.
Okay.
And in say obi every month say be onya tofu obi ka bi accident ban no wu ho na apa. What happened is say the body ni wo ho na abusuafo ekwakosie no. If any of those elemental powers in it happens to be around her, they can create a whole body, same body like that body, inhabit it, and then they go and move to a different place.
Share blueprints na create new body and occupy our body.
They will occupy that body. You know, one thing is mystically when somebody is very powerful, you are able to divide yourself into 8. We call it 8 cities.
Okay.
So anybody who gets that point as a yoga power, no, will be to make you move into 8. So this being, no, they have that ability.
Okay.
So yes, nipa way the one accident, we prepare. Instantaneously, no, they can multiply that body into maybe 2.
Oh wow.
They will leave the original one there, but
Okay.
see, but so ni be manipulate into this body now, and what be another expansion. Or better than say the party as we are.
Wow.
But Ebanesana is so in knowledge of nipa we know what free mono. The experience, no maybe see in the bush of one or that and or away. And you can live around for a very long time. Another thing, there are some people who are very powerful. They belong to some societies. They have amassed some powers. Why and so on? There are so many fraternities. So be free more. At times, you know, for you be very. Almost a young one, be who the last thing
Yeah.
What they do, they say, at times when people rises to the grandmaster level, omu free now omu body no body free now, yeah, they could see intact. They can use that body to go and live somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So what they do, they say, ebi ekwa, ebi anipano, ebi anasomba ako, ni echa. Ebi aneketrema ni yeyi. Ebi anensawi ba ako, ni yeyi. Nti omuyi a part of the body now. Sa nipa na wa free mo no. Ontimi you see the same body na that can mfa nko tena baby.
Oh, okay.
And yes, sir, because omo make advancement to a point, you know. After some ko see nipa no, obefa sa body ni either tena baby. And the fraternity people don't want that to happen to that their person. So that's why I say, okay, maybe be and we will be the last people there. They better pay your respect. Or maybe any after because they will take something from the body.
It's the bonus what?
The bonus what? Because they feel say, yes, I see you brain you too much. And into be this person or attachment to do as I see you what go be person obey. Even though so we security because I see you what problem was I see you too much. Into they don't want you to come back with this body. Into maybe they will take a part of your body. Say they be your oma. Into sex souls, you know, say if the attachment to whatever they will still be hanging around. And because they made that kind of advancement in mysticism, no, so be free more, they can quickly go and use that person's body and come and live.
Oh, okay.
Nipa
na or fraternity na we no.
Our free mono. The soul is hanging around.
Okay.
Only mean you see the body because a part of the body has been removed.
Okay.
But or the desire and or the ability to inhabit another gross body.
Okay.
To be hanging around a time for a long time.
Okay.
To any opportunity be say obi any accident to be instantaneously don't nipa no o would die or everything in the body is fresh, you know. Ultimate transfer into the body of that person. And then no so that make us say what power is it to create 8 bodies.
Yeah.
To robot we are now, no, we create another expansion. We say for body we are could see any baby, but no so be for baby. Our people call what we are chinabino a bit when there is a too messy we that's what partners will be that.
Oh wow. When are your first person I will come?
Because these things, you know, most people don't understand. It is real. You see.
Now akoba ne sa nkola na wawo mo no omo so mo physical humans and say
to be honest with you nkwa na wawo mi nyina no ye just an ordinary children yes be because any panel or you be a reincarnate in that kind of mystical way until e be nkwa na be special souls no. The person needs a gross body to live like a normal human being.
Okay.
So all the children will be ordinary kids like normal kids are warm. And yes be our move from some special planet no. They are just normal kids, the same fire warm. To bet me our I cannot be or higher or be a lower. Whatever. The same thing will happen to this by a false reincarnated person. No. That's how it is.
You know, you find it out in China or free where or Bob Brower baby fro and
they say as soon as say nipan to better pet, the person cannot exist anymore. And because of that body, no, it is not directly the original body. It is just the expansion of the original body, no? Okay. The person will just vanish.
Okay.
Until when is it? Yeah, you be who's you better know who be own to me exist is gone. Until many a times, you know. So what is story they are not ready to direct you to the home.
No.
Because they feel they are not done with what they want to do. Then they will keep you in ignorance. So that they can be doing whatever they want to do until say Oh, no, to me for a channel whom much by me say you've ended whatever it is, so they have to leave and go. And a mystical understanding. As soon as I say you know who real existence now, you cannot exist anymore.
Okay.
These are mystical things that happens, and it's unfortunate. See, Africans, this thing has been with us for so many years. But unfortunately now, social media, people are not learning the real things. No matter the real understanding of life, do whatever happens. Because people don't want to learn. Some of these things are African real mysticism. Many years ago, you will be said, Obi kura yawon na no and pay for us like we cry no then me a man mark. That same woman will take seed about one mark the hop. Who is a river? There are several times this FC with African tradition. So why we Africans and we are not ready to open up our horizon to understand all these things? What because if you be Mosi will be a the mammy or no. Not finally, no matter ritual be or one or tenants when we are friend Musi. We be a friend Ababu. As soon as see a one, and no we, and no by I make a story with you. Lady be by one, I know, yeah, be a Jummy.
Okay.
Woman by no can story be, and I hope they make a story. And I'm trying to remember because all can a very important thing. I paid attention, but it seems that I'm trying to get the beginning of the story. Hey, they call Tamalina.
Okay.
I know you call Tamale. A lady came to me. Into a buyer, no, on any kunu, or must struggle, or medical back, or somewhere after 6 or 7 or 8 years. No, when you're back. To say, oh, share, Obi. Is that a story goes? I'm to share Obi. Then the bank account or remember. Na, Obinya, Obewo, Naso. That's never Nikuno, never back.
Okay.
No, sir. That time can also mean to him. Obudin said, I forgot check here. Time when he panic. I think 3 months ago, no. Sana next say onion for 3 months.
Wow.
Also know your bar and why would that? Oh, you behind your onion. Did the panic can say, onion now be wasi. Wasi bema. Well, I'm taking it serious because Obudin signing all that. But actually, you said one done a check here. Not time now, saying about 3 months ago. That was the time I know what to see. Now, also, or what crown we everything about a crown, the personality, the new be as I Nancy Behrman. Who I'm not called not here in America. But say everything about crown, say Nancy Behrman. Now, or say a crown crowd that how you baby no. So I heard anymore. I said, Obi and the new will do like you. No, beside me say exactly what does he have to do? Now, maybe what's one of the things you need to do because normally it will be a reincarnated soul. How a person regarding the panic order, now me check all the things you have to do. And try him be out. You'll be or no or your ordinary person. And now, oh my ya but what the kind of first one, but bear 6-7 years in second child, no, will be can say when you now by the was and pass or Obama. Everything about this child it said Nancy Behrman or filmed that. So this woman is an ordinary person. Or no, what for your food? Obi akache de say wo be wo wase ampa so wakọ wo obi oyo bema akwan right from the incredible dan pass you say na ase bema na we film the dada. Some of these things no African your tradition e ya de wo ho nti wo nimu a go village, go to your village, then go and find out some of this you will learn boy ma wote abraba say because ohun say se nipa wu no tim san ba bie mo it means that won say hunu na wudi no you might come back and suffer for it until you be careful. Okay, these are things that happens e ya de esi na emum say obi ewu na the body na no de babio ni entirety.
Okay.
One in the blue moon na esi but real wo ho. Say that me kind obi abamanim a oba no enye so obi story na okam. Ono ankasa be mo ne na tena ye one na wo be 4 or 5. I see ye no. The woman ended up going to omufia am say be man obi dada and pass so the call back na be man no ofri no.
Wow.
So ya there people should understand these things. These are mystical things. They do happen and they're very common. But unfortunately now no the mystical aspect of life, because our modern world is more of carnal way of doing things. The more now, your carnal aspect on air rise, now your mystical aspect na ekofo. The bedu by because some of these things I won't you. So better cry no be because you have been more carnal.
What's the difference between way and immortality?
Oh, immortality is a different thing.
Okay.
Immortality, no, you have more 2 sense. The soul itself is immortal.
Okay.
The only thing that dies is the gross body and then the subtle body. The subtle body does not die until that very soul is qualified to go back to Godhead.
Mm-hmm.
So the subtle body follows, the spiritual body follows the subtle body to all bodies to maybe 1 million different lifetimes. The spiritual body goes along with the subtle body. So yes, now Jnana is dead. This body will be buried, it will be cremated, whatever it is. My subtle self, the one I've been seeing in my dream, will move. I'll go back to maybe for judgment. And after the judgment, okay, you're an evil person, go to hell. Go and suffer. After all the suffering, you come back for another body. Or I'm sent to heaven. After a long period of enjoyment, I come back with another body. After some time, I live my life. Maybe I become a good person or a bad person. I'll go for judgment. Like that. Until all the time, the subtle body goes with the spiritual body.
Okay.
So even if the person goes through, say, about 1 million lifetimes, you go along the subtle body with the spiritual self. But when the soul becomes a pure soul, and the soul have to go back to the spiritual world, at the tail end of the whole material universe, not this earth,
Okay.
the material universe. So here, we have uncountable universes. And each universe have uncountable planets. So when you combine all these multi-billion and trillion universes together, there is something we call the Mahatattva.
Okay.
This Mahatattva is a dense darkness that can be held like this.
Very thick.
Very thick darkness. So when the soul becomes a pure soul, now the soul has to project through the Mahatattva and live back to the spiritual world. When the soul is going through the Mahatattva, that's when it will discard off the subtle body.
Oh, okay.
You understand? But until then, wherever you go, your subtle body will be with you. That's why all you experience from your previous life, you have to come and enjoy it or suffer for it. So immortality happens when the soul projects through the Mahatattva and go back to Godhead. But still within the material world, the soul is immortal.
Okay.
But because of the presence of the gross body, the limitations are always there. Birth, old age, disease, and death. You have to go through this sequence all the time because you have limited yourself with the gross body. So even though on earth, the soul is immortal. And then secondly, after we drop the gross body, we go back home to become one in the spiritual world. Or there are some special souls, we call them Nitya-Siddhas, that even though they will be on this earth planet with this body, they will not taste death.
Okay.
So we have these Nitya-Siddhas, these immortal beings on earth. As I'm speaking with you now, there are some beings that have been here for more than 7,000 years. They are still living.
Wow.
I'm being sincere. I'm telling you.
Maybe we're Ghana.
Now, I don't know of Ghana. But if you go to Mountain Everest,
Okay.
the Himalayas,
Okay.
there are some great souls that have been here for more than 5,000-6,000 years. They are still living. They are still around. And people, yogis, go there and they have experience with them. If you go to the Himalayas, like parts that some of us can go, not up there.
Mm-hmm.
Up there you can go. But there are some periphery that
Okay.
people can go and do meditation. At times you go and see a yogi sitting down there and he's sitting cross-legged and the whole body is rotten and it's just the skeleton.
But it's alive.
It's dead.
Oh, okay.
Because the yogi, what they do, you see, within the whole 365 days in a year, there's one special channel, a period. Anybody who dies through that period go back to Godhead.
Oh, okay. And time see.
I see every period you see. A very auspicious will be within that period, a short period. Anyone who dies within that period, no matter how evil you are, you will become automatically a clean person.
Oh, okay.
It's that no matter how bad you smell, if you go to where they prepare perfumes, you come out with a beautiful scent all over your body. So that period, even though you are so evil, if you die through that period, you become a saintly person. So the yogis know. So all throughout their life, they will prepare themselves for astral projection anytime they will do it.
Okay.
So they will prepare themselves. And they know the calendar. Like, for instance, we know when there's going to be a full moon.
Yeah.
We know when there's going to be half moon, Amavasi, and all that. Maybe an eclipse is going to happen. Maybe 5 years from now, we know. So they will prepare themselves, knowing very well there's a time that anybody that dies goes back home. So now they have mastered their senses. They have mastered every material sense object. They have mastered everything in the material world. So they will sit down, meditate, and as soon as that time is up, they leave their body. So they leave, they don't come back. All the other times they leave the body, they'll come back. At times, you can leave the body for about a week. The body will still be there.
Okay.
Fresh. You go there and see the body is breathing, but the soul is not there. But when they leave for life, then the body will get rotten because now there's no connection with the soul. You go to Himalayan cave, you will see them bodies sitting down there.
Okay.
A lot of them. So such people, they attain mortality before they even left the material. They can be here for years until when they want to leave, they won't leave. They'll be here.
Okay.
So mortality is too. On earth, the souls are already immortals.
Okay.
But because of the limitation of this gross body, we have to die. The body have to die. So as soon as we go back to the spiritual world, immortality is our birthright. Or when one is able to attain higher level of grandmastership, the person can become immortal even though you're living on earth.
Oh, okay. In fact, my phone I use to see say a year older, I'm got the same phone. And your man always so no, which me transfer for the new phone so.
Sure.
So bedroom say the same phone I use, but then must say somebody in a keke.
This is reincarnation here.
Okay.
Now you have an iPhone. Bear say iPhone 3, and I'm sure I use iPhone phone. All the pictures I was having those days, I still have them.
Mm-hmm.
Because anytime the I have a new phone, when you buy me iCloud, then all those messages,
okay.
That's what happened with reincarnation. Your subtle body is like the iCloud. All the information of Bonnie Awaye or Papa Awaye, Adiebi Awaye is stored in the iCloud. Until you take a different body now, penny a download. Why you don't done when you? Until you know a different body now, penny a downloading in the amount. Until the answer was suffer, will never suffer. Yes, I want joy, yes, I want joy. Until the same thing I can. Yes, you have a different body, but iCloud information in the know. Until at times, when I'm out to me who be, yes, I mean, as I say, you don't remember anyhow you've met a person.
Yeah.
Yes, cloud, no, I download the my fast. I trust as much as you know, but the person is known from a previous life.
Yeah.
I tell you meet somebody and you just love the person. What is happening? Yes, such a person probably you can have a very beautiful pastime somewhere. Now they download the network. That's it. So analogy my man is very good.
Yeah.
You can go and use a new phone, but because you have access to the iCloud, all the information from the previous phones, what you used to 5-10 years ago, you get everything now.
Wow.
Until we only to see iCloud. It is not an iCloud that is a UTS and I say, okay, say, update. You know, a iCloud edition and update. When you feel more pet, they are 20 times so your more new body and you are downloaded with the idea. This I cannot download what they call.
In fact, here come a stays in me. You go deeper. Me kai mi so no. Me diagro me ni age. Mo say no bia bo me di nya me ke. I say yes ma. Me dwane an makọ. Ma o frɛ me. I say that me frɛ. Say that me no frɛ me. Say that me frɛ. Ma come na mfo ni o say what say ma me frɛ me. I say o that be ante. Enye me nko a na enye once na enye twice na aye me. Oni obi a di nkomo a saa ne ma ana aye omo. Nti no one day na me call mommy o say o frɛ me ana o say o that be on frɛ me. And I say next time me tese obi frɛ me a ma me nje so. Membra be bisa na say ono no frɛ me na ana. Eno nso no emu nchechie mo na say.
The idea say or two other sources of that kind of thing. Obi bia should understand say obi our guardian angel.
Okay.
And a guardian angel so no beings as soon as you take a seed, our we now develop in the womb. No, we are assigned to a guardian angel to be with you 24/7. And into mystical people like celibates, they don't bath naked.
Okay.
Yeah. So they feel say their guardian angel is always there with them. And they don't want to show their nakedness to them.
Even two dynamic no.
Or them when about to no brother either watch a boxer pint and I say like if you go to say Asia no India.
Okay.
Yeah, water with two be a issue. So I have one there. A friend of gamcha. Very light.
Okay.
A friend super but uchi ma room na dry.
Okay.
Into no be a jarea. Hormone use boxer pint move the way too dirty. Idea we see a chance and I dry move accommodate a lot of negative energy.
Okay.
So they don't use all this kind of boxer pints. They acquire the masters and you don't.
Okay.
Nti odware now we use gam to the channel. to be better with soy BBA like that. Or you BBA. Now, boy, you see second gam channel. Not a papa and who na besi. No, what you not the channels, and you old one. Not a papa.
Okay.
They don't open their nakedness. And don't forget, those masters, they don't have sex. Like I said, now no bad fish are bedding. They don't. So they and truly, your guardian angel is 24/7 looking at you. It's amazing.
They
say Obi a guardian angel. I mean, more example be. I took one of Sophobia to India. He was a friend of mine. Until you acquire no pay energy. So according to your the master catcher and said, Obemano, like Oba before Obasi. Obasi is a very beautiful angel. She dances, she sings, and very jovial like night. So that's Obemano Obasi. Until you're free in the baby dream, no, Nipa not Tipukwase, a sapema. Until early in the morning, pass over Perfume. I said, Mamma never. Now the Mamma never. Do all kind of story. I say, Anopa, or sorry, the BBA, say, the man altar, how very depressed. Until or sorry, Anopa now, or better in the living room. Now, a lady or who is with the father, not here. So, when young shame. But I don't know, she has some connection. So, quickly, we'll join her now. Because of the Casa, I said, oh, Timon Casa. No, but you came for me, so I want to tell you, I came with you. You know, within a sort of eye, you want to two kind of bad on. None of the country. So that's how the guardian angel is. 24/7, they move with you. Because as a security, one say president for no, you won't say secret service for no. But even no more down when you're made for them, they are always with you. There's no single day I say American president, but that the secret service for any around. I don't cry no, some will barely be cry or make it your boss apart because they don't sleep, they're always there. So that's how the guardian angel is. So this guardian angel, at times, we try to make some advancement. A woman normal positivity, normal attractive positive energy. Then we are able to avail ourselves to them. Until you know more communication, more interaction, no, very high. But no more now there's going to be a big gap between us and them. And a woman, especially when we are doing things that be as hard, I think a warning and a letter. So we be or hey and the kind of cry. A woman up so yeah, be and be can't say, yeah, you will say men. Yeah, men. I said, what here 10 voice. So this guardian, they get to a point, they speak loud. To be a woman, be a body, you know. Many a times, and I have guardian angel and a body. But your other forces or me evil forces. Omit me as a tenure say, assume a sin, a bright future, be a so. So they learn from the guardian angel being around you all the time, and they study you. So, tell my American says, what would these are men? At times, it could be these elemental forces and almost or replica will be information beyond body. So if you respond, that's a your guardian angel, not your evil force be it could affect you. And now say be away your body. Nay, do could be an abosun be an spirit be. They can only have access to you when you respond to them. To be beyond your body, dear, I be any benyano. Say the parents will be any experience, need your own way they make on back natural. Ube who say Ubenya a signal to prove to you say Diana ya born Diana because what da boson be body who did dia or body many a times ube two dear chon you know obi anyina ho there was start like that for 7 days went to 1 month and a bosom na binyam yes nti say obi abodi na wage so ana wate na wahwe ne wan hu ni bakro no it could be say your guardian angel na ebodi. And now some evil force to be away information about you in your body. And now say obi the one who evil force to be or more power. So they have to use that link, you know, they have access to you. So you know me young all of us. I think it will be in BIE. So we better see the now drink wajima. Obo say one time be some time ago be OTV be sir. I want the bakro body sir. Because baby I want to be important because what is so be body. DAC because say you know you guardian angel or guide there for 24/7. They are always with us. Always. Because always, I mean say always they are with us. Okay? And into no, oh yeah, no my good that we get close to your guardian angel. Oh yeah, no my fear. Now I say, oh, but there's some big war between you and the guardian angel. And some evil forces can have access to one kind of information and they can use your name. I say DNA very important. I've been telling people, DNA kasa, you're the two your ma away. You're very careful. Because DNA influence also. So see, I mean, okay, say you what them way. What the open will be jabon to her. Na ombo obidi. You don't know what them well. Your body now, it is only the second hour country. Because your name identifies you. Then as will be when you are obey you should do. So what and so on. Say God have you when him say, Obi be a case be a daddy. Because all ABC the mammy, I dare him say anything. Maybe the date of them, the picture. With these three things, wherever you are, we can track you. So names are very important. Names are very important. And I remember those days, a young cry, they tackle William Correct snails. Since soon you go deep into the forest to go and look for snail. Your baby and not snail, and more bad more. Now you compare one now, you body. So you must keep quiet. All through your friend say, hey, as soon as see now your body, ubo be that day you better get out forest.
It's not forest.
Me say this something I have experienced. A young cry, you could William compare snails that you more be a D. Obubu among for ding or ha, obey get out forest. So the whole point is that yes, at times you can hear those things. Idea or Nanya be before we a global idea will be our guardian angel and ubit me to see will be a body. They are amazing Christ be a baby on them for any penny. Like I said, you'll be the name of boy and want it. You know, this is how it is.
And then the first time I met me at in Yama 2 years here. Say Obi be now I call Bob Brown be for. Say Obi be bolding. Now be corny say anya wa. And nepe and I met me at here and I me say you will be brave na you experiencing Yama saying that. And daddy information.
Anyway, the attorney said, Monsieur Dekakra. And there's one thing that have to do with mystical things. The more now what I say, Usuya there, now Adena Usuya no unfa exploiting crofo. Now we use it for the good of people. No? There are higher beings that engages you. Okay. They engages you at times unknowingly. Say at times, may call set. Maybe a program be now be a question be a question will be a Miss Ameda. But Nipano a question even and last for even 15 seconds. Before say or be and then the question, I hear the answer. So now you'll be all follow me at your there's no question of be Miniano. And just be a machine to the point say me but at times I listen within. So ask the person asking the question, even within the space of 15 seconds, we'll be seeing I hear the answer and I say it. I say answer no is so satisfying. Like no, I think yes, be a woman. I know. At times, when you try to make spiritual advancement and you don't use it to exploit for your own selfish gains, trust me, your masters become many. So even though maybe you had only one master that gave you Diksha initiation, you still have so many Shiksha spiritual masters around, and they keep on guiding you and all that. At times, say me try idea. Say be a mystical things. Say about herbalism here. Say be a program be almost daddy maybe during the whole program I mean need be but actually I just sit down there, I go deep down, I hear it like say me no can say I hear sound A B C D like that. Then I'll go ahead and say it. Okay. So and baby now be to me a baby or her you get to learn. Meaning it is when they sleep. That's when they get to learn things. But for me, even when I'm sitting down, now as it be a program, now will be a kind of dream. Nipa ne come or has can dream na pe obedru kakra bi pe no. Then I hear the meaning of the dream now can. So why am I say obi kind of dream and I'm person na bisi because all can na me tie meaning no. So I don't want to forget the matter number say me catch na me because you hear. And some of these things, you be say be a book, but as you're asking now, that answer na aba.
Wow. And now, and intuition and answer, and your voice and
no intuition is different. Intuition is one kasa why being or subconscious mind. Then I would dilute you, and I'll digress it. Some will be digest it. No maybe know what in the may. But when I come out with this one, and the impartation.
Wow. Thank you very much for this knowledge. And now you had more questions, Beba, in the part 2. I think it's treated by 3 questions or so. So please stay with us and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Anna.
According to Nana Ayebiafo Jnana, birth is not the beginning of life and death is not the end of life. In most cases, people who die and reappear in another town usually die as a result of unnatural death. The children from the dead person are just ordinarily human beings, not too special because their father or mother was a dead person. Thank you for your precious time. Please let us know your views on the issue on board. Do you believe a dead person can move to another city, get married, and give birth? Do these stories look real? Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. To become a member of Transformation Era, please call the number on your screen. Thank you for watching.